Hello everybody, my name is Bloodbath169 and welcome back to Grounded. Alright, so in today's episode our goal, apart from accomplishing some of these smaller notions and maybe doing another another chunk at this
Taking a look.
I gotta remember the dang controls now. That, yeah. Maybe looking at knocking down some of these shopping list items, although a lot of them are stuff that I won't be able to get a great number of. Koi, I don't know where the heck I'm going to find sunken bones, koi, scales. Yeah, I have no idea. And I just realized that I'm still in the party. I was doing that earlier, so let me leave that party. There we go. There we go. That's better. Alright, but big thing, we got our fishing equipment, or our swimming equipment rather. What time is it in game? It is 7:30 a.m. And there goes the audio. That would have been too nice. That's why we can't do it, because it would have been too easy.
Aphids, just lollipops.
And you're gonna run up there, that's fine. Because that literally just makes you a sitting target. Well, it would, if you'd fall where I could actually reach you. You annoying little turd. There's my arrow. Where's the aphid? Oh, there it is. Okay. I need that, and I need another something. I need a something. Water, not a problem. I got dew collectors, but food. Ned Fudd, as we used to say. Aphid. Okay, where'd the aphid run off? There it is. Oh, you stay right there, buddy. Thank you. That, my friends, is called a problem that solves itself. Alright. Still fairly full up on food. Or supplies and such. So, we're going to continue our exploration of the pond. Ideally, we'd find the entrance to the pond lab. But, there's a couple things we're going to need to craft first. We do have our... That was an interesting sound. We do have our fishing gear, so we have our gill tube and our basic fin flops, our basic fins. But, with that said, we're still missing a few things. I gotta remember the controls, and this is the biggest issue, honestly, with switching between games like I do, is I forget, when you play too many games, you start forgetting the controls. And actually, what I'm gonna do, I think, is I've got all these mannequins down here. Go ahead and put my excess gear on here. Because that way, I'm not carrying it, it's not taking up inventory spots. That I can go ahead and just leave where it was. Some of this I'm going to go ahead and just deposit because there's no point in me carrying it. That audio is really getting on my nerves. I mean, really getting on my nerves. Food. Those are both done. Eat and eat. And let's go ahead and cook these two while I'm here. I guess we'll go ahead and deposit what we do have. We do have our pebblet knife, so that's something. And we should be able to swim faster, hold our breath a little bit longer. Ideally, that would enable us to get down to the bottom of the pond. That's what I'm after. I'm wandering around because my brain, I'm thinking way ahead of where my actual butt is traveling. Okay, I don't need to carry silk rope with me. That I can deposit. Wrong button. Wrong button. There it goes. There it goes. Sap, I don't need to carry. Lily pad wax, full up. I don't need to carry it with me. Same thing with all of this, basically. Is algae a consumable? It is, but in our last episode we did hit the one milk molar. That was it, milk molar. So our resource stack size went up by 5, I believe. And 5 hits on an enemy's weak point.
Hey, Mr. Ant.
No? Okay. How about you? No. It'd be really cool if I had a way to not fire. Just withdraw the bow. But can't have everything in life. Alright, let's get our dagger out. Let's get to exploring. Hopefully the koi is not right here when we jump in. Do a koi sweep. And I don't see him. Alright, let's see what we get when we head down. We got about a minute and change once we get down. Okay, there's a diving bell spider. An airline for something or other right here. So we'll stop and replenish our air. Nice. 80 seconds of air. That ain't bad. A bunch of these guys. What's this? What do we got? Depth's Mouth. I remember, if I kill you, I get air too. So it's in my favor to murder you. Thank you for the air, and the legs, and the web spider, or the web chunk. I'll take that.
A scientific breakthrough.
Alright, how dark is it under here? Out of just pure curiosity. Oh, it's very dork. It's very dork. Okay. So we might want to think about, we won't want to use, we do have that slime lantern. We can make that. I do have the slime mold to make it, and I know where to get more. I hear it. There it is. Not bad, not bad. Let's just do a general exploration while we're down here. Nice. Getting quite a bit of raw science. Alright, let's head back up to the surface. We are swimming a heck of a lot faster, which I'm really liking. But, the big thing is that air capacity. We can actually reach the bottom before we actually start getting low. Because we're swimming faster and we're getting more air. What the heck? Oh, the koi's out. Water flea. Thank you. Okay, so this just has algae and such. Where's the koi? Koi's all the way over there. Let's get some air. That works. Got a bunch of airlines. Diving bell. Got some water boatmans. There's a whole lot of diving bell spiders. Whoa. What do we have here? A lot of water boatmans. Where's that koi at? There's a thing. Ooh, there's a hatch. Can I get in the hatch? Is the next question. I cannot. Okay. Whoa, where are you? Nope. anywhere near that koi. I don't think it's going to take much for it to kill me. If anything at all. I don't know of anything I can do that's going to hurt that koi. That is a big old fish. And it's been through the ringer. I mean, all things considered, it may not actually be all that big a fish, but it don't have to be that big a fish, it just has to be bigger than me. And it is definitely bigger than me. I am a small fry. Okay, what's down here? Know when we're in the right spot because we'll see that dome. There's the dome. Okay. Oh, nice try. Denied. Oh, you're eyeballing me. I see it. Listen here, dude. I'd rather get bit by you than by that. Cool. You, I can survive a bite from. There ain't enough to me to survive a bite from that koi. He's coming after me. Koi wants my giblets. I can see it. And admittedly, I would be a good eating for that thing, but nope. Where you at, buddy? Okay, he's over there. About out of air. Not good. Not great. Sit here for a second and can get some air. I think. Air. Thank you. Spits out air every time except for when I'm over it. That's just cruel. Alright. Water flea, that's not a big thing. The big thing is I'm not seeing a whole lot down here. I'm sure there's quite a bit down here, but I'm just not seeing a lot. And I'm seeing airlines, I guess. Airline going down. O2 is pure oxygen. That goes down. Air. Hi. Air, please. Thank you. What's up, dude? I see that. Rotten stinger spear. Interesting. Hello. A little scared about going down here, to be honest, because I don't have all that much air. This looks promising as far as finding the lab goes, though. I think we found the lab, actually. But what I gotta find is a place to get air. I discovered the pond lab, alright. Air? No, not quite. Gotta have air, otherwise I ain't gonna make it any amount of distance. Go ahead and open it up at least. Come on. Otherwise I'm gonna be crawling back here. Air! Sweet. Okay. Hello.
My mom always says I light up a room.
Okay, that's great. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually assign that wherever it is. Those are actually things I can analyze. Still have some life. Okay. Let's actually replace that in our torch slot, and that way we can disable it when we're up in here. Ooh, it looks a little off. Great Cabbage of Belgium.
Each member of the Tully family, excepting yours truly, looks at Brussels sprouts, the Great Cabbage of Belgium, with utter disdain. Within its densely packed leaves, a high-powered nutrient boost in a miniature form factor. And yet mealtime after mealtime, it is recklessly cast aside. Well, more for me. The body knows when it's lacking something. Funny that it doesn't tell the mind why, though. But I have taken the hint, and I'll do those brilliant horticulturalists of Belgium one better. You see, these morsels are a prime candidate for experimentation in my new submersible functional lab. What could possibly go wrong?
Everything?
Dr. Tully, it is almost time for your appointment.
Already? The joys of getting older. Trudy pushed me to go see a doctor after she remarked that I looked like a plate of wet ham. Very well. Mustn't be late and keep Dr. Applebaum waiting.
Okay, we've got the lab workbench, super duper. I do have that rotten... I did find that rotten spear. I'm pretty sure that's better than what I currently have. Here's that. We do 1 damage with that. Do about the same, actually. Stuns slightly less. It's the same speed otherwise. Yeah, I'm not going to use that then. Wouldn't be much point in it. I was kind of hoping to find an analyzer, but that way I can actually go ahead and analyze these two. Alright, what else do we got? I know I found a thing in here. Aha. Hams test, day 1. Hams, day 1. Initial diagnostics indicate that everything is in working order and ready to begin the Brussels sprouts live testing phase using the automated hydroponic aquaculture microponic system, or Hams, I suppose, going forward. Burgle's task of cultivating the biodome mycelium network seems to have not been a complete failure, and signals are detectable in all extremities. Biodome is operational, grow nodes are operational, nitration system is operational, fungal network is active, surprisingly. Harvesting is typically 90 days out, but initial tests show small sprouts are ready within the span of a week. We'll look to optimize that further, keeping in mind a certain level of structural integrity is required to scale them up to nearly a grapefruit size. Okay, it's day 1. Did I lose an ear and not even notice it? Yes, I did. Okay. And there was another one in here. Hams, day 15. No change from last week. I feel like we're on the cusp of something here, and I've got an idea. I shot awake this morning, sweated with the memory of the frenetic energy of fitness infomercials that popped on before the kids after Saturday morning cartoon shows. And in those early hours, being annoyed at the greasy glow of skin stretched tight over bursting muscles, screaming about some new trivial invention, veins bulging with hot blood. But that movement and excitement, that's what's missing. Our wilted petite choux need to be pumped up. With this inspiration, we're moving forward with an admittedly odd Hail Mary procedure for Generation 2, vascular grafting. At the time of writing this, we've already removed the cumbersome stem from the growth process, rendering these axillary buds longing for a new system to be a part of. I've had Burgle harvest the appendicular artery off the old jarred appendix and have begun splicing them into the sprout roots, mending the union with a manner of agar glue. The systems of both man and plant are not that different after all, but could they be compatible? Okay. I'm a little alarmed that that would even come to your mind, dude. Also, why did you have your appendix in a jar? I wonder. Alright, what's this? Power grid control, we're on battery backup. What was this? Reset breakers. Okay, there's 3 of them. Let's get our dagger back out. Alright, what do we got? Water boatman, sunken bone, and some koi shells. Or koi fish. Scales, rather. Okay. What do we got here? Ooh. Oh, a lot of goodies. Mostly food. Not that I want to eat it raw, but better than nothing, I guess. There's the 3 breaker slots again. Ah, I see one. I see we're under the roots a little bit. So what do I do to get this going? Ah, okay, that's not too bad. There's one. I hear a spider around here somewhere. Let's go ahead and jump in here. Re-air our air back up a little bit. Re-air ourselves. Ourselves, because I know how to talk, right? I'm good at the speech thing. You can tell I do YouTube. Okay. So there's one. Come down here. See if we can find another thing. Alright, there's one right there. So how do we get in there? Broken thing here. I guess I could reset my spawn point to that bed if it would let me. I need that lantern out. Can't see worth a dang. Yeah, looks like that's it. Okay. Put that away. Come on, buddy. Is there a thing right there? Nope, it's just that. Okay. Okay, let's, once again, we see that Wendell is not very thoughtful or doesn't think things through very well. First of all, you never ask the question what could possibly go wrong, because then everything goes wrong. I've done it at work a few times, just for S&G. Excuse me, S&G. Did I see something? I did see something. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Apparently not the ball on my head. That's not in my head. Okay, 2 of them. Ouch. Ouch. Okay, well, first of all, let's use up one of these bandages. We're dead. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm too... Yep. Field station would be closest, I think. This is not the field station I thought we were respawning at. I'm a little upset by that. More than a little upset. That's some bull crap. And I guess I still have all my gear on me. That's something. Mr. Ant. Okay. Going down. I'm yelling timber. Rap. Oh, why is my backpack all the way up there? I didn't die up here, did I? Unless my backpack just floated automatically to the surface, in which case that's a little weird. It was all the way down under the little tunnel. So how would it get all the way up here? Okay, you could let me up. Ha ha ha! Nope. Crap. Yeah, right. Right where I got left. Interesting that my, I was inside the tunnel. Like, how did my... I don't know. Okay, you're all the way over there. Let's head on down. So I thought we were right over this. There's that. Okay. Alright. Let's go. There's you. There's you. There's you. Swell. We'll just go for it. Got that. Nope. Denied. I said denied. I said denied. See, yeah, how did I get here and die here and yet was able to get air and have my backpack go all the way up to the surface? That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Let's set our respawn point and sleep through the night. We have a bed available, so we might as well. On second thought, do we have anything like a hot plate? Because, yeah, food and water just dropped through the floor. And I need to cook this food. I don't know. Let's get our... You talk underwater really well, Petey. I just got to specify that. Alright, we only had the one other, and it was over here somewhere. That's not it. Ah, okay. That's not too bad. Gonna be pretty short on air and such. I see that. Ooh, a dead guy. We'll read that in a minute because I'm pretty sure my air is still going down. I see you. I'm almost certainly going to die. Crap, there's a thing here. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Not the end of the world. And I would have preferred not to, but... You know, details. Nobody cares about the details. Swim, my boy. Alright, that's fine. I actually respawned with more health and or more food and water in my system than I actually deserve, so that's fine. Let's go get our backpack and we've unlocked the lab, so let's get into the lab, I guess. As soon as we get our backpack back. There's my backpack. There's my... You did not seriously just do the same thing you did before. That would be incredibly stupid if you did. I'm pretty sure it did. I'm pretty sure I'm about to be really quite irritated by the stupidity of that frickin' system. Matter of fact, I know I'm about to be really irritated at the stupidity of that system. I don't think I'm going to make it before I run out of air, for that matter. Although there is that air bubble right there. It's going to release right before I get to it. Yep, there it goes. That is really an irritating system. I'm sure it's supposed to be handy, and I'm sure to some people it might be. To me, it's just annoying.
I hope all my things are still here.
Okay, well, that's good to know. I can make it down, or make it down to the thing, barely, before I run out of air, or make it down from there up to here, but yeah, Obsidian, that was a really stupid thing to do, having it glitch and... Like, I get it, if you want to have it, like, zoom up to the top of the cavern, that makes physics sense with physics, and you want to operate on physics, and that's fine. I'm cool with that, you know, we're good on that. But if you're gonna do physics, you need to do physics. Nope. Explore the submerged lab. Alright. Well, we've already encountered a robot, so let's get our robot killing out. Just that. Okay. Alright, we've got a raw science.
Raw science in my hands.
Ah, that thing that we found. What was that we found? What is that? Dust guard. Gas resist. Toxicology badge. Okay. The trinket. Gas and poison resist.
What does it even mean?
Whoa. That's interesting. Ham's Day 36. Generation 7 fitness stable. Vascular systems have evolved into something inspirational. Sprout musculature amplification research is going swimmingly. Generation 4 is being taught the rhythm of the flesh in a way the fungal networks could transmit was certainly key. Each node is performing in tandem at peak efficiency. Condensed crop cycle manipulation is accelerating generational hybrid evolution at an unprecedented rate. HAMS is proving to be a highly advantageous apparatus. Super dense Brussels sprouts, muscle sprouts, conducting a ripe symphony of proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates via the push and pull of plant and muscle fibers. The applications here for sustainable, humane, omnivorous diets are tantalizing. Notes: consider an aerobics program for the lab monitor array to increase nitrification and introduce a motivational aspect to growth. Plug data into Burgle's recipe module. Finally, something we can share a common bond over. Okay.
If I'd get stronger if I ate these muscle sprouts. Ugh.
Maybe. What we got? More Hurdle Marble. Only got one inventory slot left. Okay, that's where I need to go. But there was a thing back here. Let's keep this out. If we need to switch to the foray thing, we can. Okay, that's locked. That's locked. That's fine. Ooh, what's that? Quartzite shard. That's fine. What do we got down here?
Let there be light.
Whoa. Interesting. Quartzite. Okay. Need you for the air, dude. Come at me. Alright, I'm on this side. Cool beans. Muscle Sprouts Test Kitchen. Results for Dr. Tully, prepared by Burgle. Ingredient assessment. Test samples are currently 0.833% of target production size, complex and somewhat dense muscular nuggets. Several flaps overlap to protect a central organ, all entirely edible. An innate sense of fitness and survival compels them to fight against preparation. A smack of the spatula calms them right down. Initial recipe module analysis indicates use as a replacement for dry-aged beef liver. Unexpected. Compiling flavor profile compatibility. Results? Onions. Liver and onions. Okay. Purple marble shards. Always use more of those. Can't open that from this side. Alright. Ah, good deal. Granola bars, but that does fill up my last slot. Side effects.
Dr. Applebaum has pronounced me in perfect health. For a man 20 years my senior. I must face the facts. The gray hairs, the wrinkles, they are not figments of the imagination. I can draw only one reasonable conclusion. It is the elusive fractional errors of the shrinking process which are the cause. Trudy has asked that I discontinue my experiments, but what choice do I have? If I quit now, I will have nothing. What will I be other than a failed inventor and scientist with no discoveries to his name, unable even to teach the basics of physics to a gaggle of hormonal teenagers? No! If this means that I must sacrifice 20 years of my life, then so be it.
Yeesh. That's a hell of a side effect. Mash some keys. There is no way that worked. Reboot Biodome Terminal. Pond hatch is open. Biodome access ramp is open. Okay. Let's get back down here, I guess. I hear a minnow around here somewhere. What is that? Koi figurine. Nice. We can now make a koi statue. I see that. I need rock cracker. There we go. New scab. Scabby. Let me up. Thank you. Up, down, all around. That's the way we go to town. Hoof. Alright. And up through here again. Okay, let's get our knife back out and put that away. Oh, I didn't have to do that. I literally opened the door right behind me. That's swell. Ah, I found the koi figurine. It works out. Alright, so that's now open. Great. This is now open. Oh, okay. Cool. That opens this up to the main... Yeah. Swell. Awesome. Oh, hello. No, thank you. Stranger danger. Ow. How do you like it? No. Stranger. Danger. Stop it. Okay. Okay, we have a room that does nothing. Ah, this is the way back out. Okay, cool. And then we've got this way. What is this way? Someone's been in here before us. Duly noted. Inventory's full.
I
I
spy.
can fix that. Let's use one of those. Okay. Oh. Okay, audio. Second Life. One down. Audio. Crackly. Not a fan, dude. Come on. Stop crackling in my ear. Ruining the experience for me. I've no by experience now that the crackling purely in my headset doesn't actually show up for you guys, but man, come on. I don't understand why it does this. Hams Day 7. Nominal results not even marginally different from initial pre-test runs. Nitrogen cycle levels remain optimal and the local fungal network appears robust. Brussels sprouts seem slightly loose and fairly limp. They need something to promote growth, but I can't put my finger on it. Other phalangeal observations. Trudy finds her ring better suited for the koi pond substrate than her hand. Notes: work on making calls to the house. Tell Burgle to fish that ring out of the pond. So apparently, his wife threw her ring in the pond at some point. Trudy 2? The koi. Okay. Interesting. Efficiency. Okay, I can't push those buttons. Well, we got water cooler. That takes care of the water bit of it. That's the way I came in. What do we got? Let's go with the Pondome. Connection error reboot required. What's this? Fight with Trudy.
This time you've gone too far, Wendell Tully. You've done the unthinkable, trespassed the unforgivable. You missed Thanksgiving dinner. Who can blame Trudy? I know that I pushed things to the breaking point and that she has grit her teeth and borne it. She told me that she could not bear to watch me destroy my life, let alone hers, the children's, in single-minded pursuit of this technology.
That's fair.
Never in all the years of knowing her has she given me such a cold, immovable ultimatum. My science or my family. But if only she could see. I am doing this for them. I understand it has been hard. It has been harder on no one more than myself. If only I had more time. If I could just prove to them the wonders that are so close now, they would understand, wouldn't they?
No.
And if they did not, perhaps they never understood me at all.
And so he chose science over his family. Duper disk. Loading disk activates the machine's software and increases the raw science processing limits required for duplicating more complex objects. Okay. And the gold Pond super chip.
I wonder how we'll get Burgle's memories off of this.
Probably by ramming it into his
I
head.
have to blow on it. That usually solves the problem.
In the 80s it
That
did.
or flipping the console upside down.
That's also been known to work.
Oh, or maybe there's some little extraneous plastic tabs I need to snip off.
Yeah. Yeah, I get all those references. I'm old enough. Alright. What else? I've got some analyzing to do. I've got quite a bit of raw food I need to get cooked. I did find that one thing. Where did I... it was under data. Wouldn't it be under data? Almanent. There it is. Suspicious snapshot 4. This photo appears to be of a moldy castle spire sprouting up out of a moat. castle spire sprouting up out of a moat. Huh. Okay. December 30th of 89, Recon Journal Toxicologist. Today I head back below the depths. What I caught a glimpse of on my last frigid dive has piqued my interest in a manner of cultivated, fleshy variant of cruciferous vegetable. Holistic remedies are not really my forte, but the benefits of the sulforaphane in Brussels sprouts are well established. Could there be an enhancement of that compound lurking within these yoked monstrosities? Only a field study can answer that and maybe provide some insight on the effects we're experiencing down here. I've been observing from a distance, but I saw the intern the other day. He doesn't seem well. Absolutely avoiding from now on. Should not like to have another run-in with the giant koi fish, but she seems somehow less dangerous. Anyway, dip down, grab a sample, and head back to base for some actual science. The kids haven't been around for weeks. I think it's safe. So the kids are gone at the time of this. When was that last one where we just got? Lab modules. Pond. Got everything for the hedge, looks like. Pond. Okay, this is... is it this one? November 24th. Okay, so this is 28th. This is 4 days later. 21st, and then 1 week later. Okay. So he was down in the lab. This log is from December 30th. So about a month after this, Wendell was apparently gone from the pond lab. There's still two more logs somewhere in the pond. Okay. What do we got? Ooh. Oh, the koi is right overhead. Oop, 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 oop. Dang, this audio. Right. 10 megabits a second. I remember when that was a lot.
Something like this.
You're not wrong. There's a water boatman. And there's the koi. Ooh. Mussel sprouts, huh? Okie dokie. Nice, we got the mussel programs going. Huh. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay. I don't see any further... Well, hang on. Which way did I come in from? Was it this one? I think it was this one. There's footprints going out of here, so somebody was here. Coming in. I bet you what we just saw were the footprints of that Ominent guy. Except for the Ominent guy was also dead. He got crushed in that when that section collapsed. So I don't know. Pond hatch. Where is the pond hatch? Okay. So we have this. There's a thing here. Oh, this is still underwater. Very much underwater. Okay. Explore quickly. I hear raw science. Need the assistant manager key card to get in there. That's fine. Raw science. Give me that. Thank you. Very good. Alright. Alright, so that's the pond lab. I guarantee you there's still more to be found here in the pond. There's no mistaking that. There's more to be found. Getting the grease trap. There we go. Get our dagger back out. Alright, we are right here by the oak tree. So let's just go ahead and cut to the chase, and we'll just go ahead and jump up here to Burgle and see what all we're going to get off of the super chip we just got. Since we are right here. I know, my food is empty. The other issue with that with my audio crackling like that is I can't detect when I'm hearing things like spiders walking around. I can't hear it like at all because it just blurs together. It breaks up the sound profile too much. It's hard to detect. I guess I could solve it by getting a new headset, maybe. Might be worth looking into. Although I really do like this headset. Alright, let's go talk to Burgle. I guess we need to go get the food off the grill. Could you never do that again? Alright, let's see what we had in the science shop. Just while I'm here, do I have enough for... No, I don't. Okay. Guess I can go ahead and finish off initial data. Because I don't have that stuff anyway. I don't really need Daredevil. Go ahead and buy that. Burgle! Burgle! What all can I do? Okay, we got the duper. Insert the next one. Updating. Cool. Ah. Interesting. Burgle!
Hello there! Acting, how can I help you today?
Found another super chip. Or actually, excuse me, I had a weird dream.
I'm afraid Dr. Tully did not program me for dream analysis.
I forgot about the dream.
But I will do my best.
Okay.
Was it perhaps about electric bees? I have always wanted to have that dream.
Okay, I'm pulling my headphones. This is ruining it.
Why don't you describe your dream for me?
I was shrunk in an Omnium facility.
Aha! That confirms it. There are 2 spacers, just as Dr. Tully surmised. One in the yard and one at Omnium.
Okay.
He had a hunch that they continued his work on the spacer after he stopped working for them.
Well, that's totally a good sign.
It all confused. I do not believe these are just dreams. These are surely your memories.
Great.
But perhaps they only return to you as dreams.
Makes sense. That's when your mind's most vulnerable and open to suggestion.
So, Omnium shrunk you, and now you are here.
Indeed.
I am pretty sure you are not an Omnium secret agent.
Not likely.
I was JK. That was a test. You passed. So if you are not an Omnium agent, why would they be shrinking children?
I have a theory on that. I'll let him finish.
Surely I have no idea. Yet another puzzle for us to solve. On the plus side, your memories must be slowly returning. If you have another dream, please come again.
Okay.
How can I be of assistance?
So I have a theory.
How can I help you today?
Why would Ominent be shrieking children to do these missions? Well, simply put, Wendell just discovered that the shrinking process is causing him to age prematurely. He's shrunk himself down enough that he's aged 20 years. Physically, at least. And if that's the case, then they wouldn't want children, because children have a lot more time to spend before they get to age to the point where they're effectively incapable. That's my theory. We'll see if it pans out. I found another super chip.
I knew I could count on you. Please hold while I update my files.
Okie dokie.
Here we go. Processing. Processing.
Nice.
Woo! Better than ever. My diagnostic module is now restored.
Great.
Analysis shows the spacer suffered a catastrophic failure in the embiggening cell.
Embiggening cell?
The embiggening cell stores and regulates interatomic energy transfer during the spacing expansion phase of the spacer.
Okay.
Put simply, it controls the rate of growth of the subject and prevents overexpansion, which can be quite messy.
Tell me more about the growth stuff.
Yes. If the subject's rate of growth is not precisely regulated, overexpansion will cause bioorganic subjects, such as yourself, to pop like a gremlin in a microwave.
Nice.
Scientifically speaking, of course.
So what does all this mean?
There is both good news and the bad news. Which would you like to have first?
Bad news.
The bad news is that the spare cell I have is empty.
That makes perfect sense.
The good news was that I have a spare cell.
Empty.
The cell must be filled with a special mixture, a cocktail, if you will. Another breakthrough invention by Dr. Tully.
Great.
Hold please while I push the recipe for the embiggening cocktail to your scabbard. Processing. Processing.
And
Error.
yeah.
Missing directory. The directory you attempted to copy does not exist. Boo-doo-doo. Boo-doo-doo. Cheese and fries. It appears the formula for the embiggening cocktail is not in my memory. It must be on one of the remaining super chips.
Great.
We will need that recipe in order to fill the embiggening cell and send you home.
Makes sense.
I am sorry. It seems like the forces of nature are trying to keep you in this yard. But I believe you are here for a reason.
I'd like to think so. Really also like it if I didn't hang up on everything. That ripped my nail off. Hung up on something. Alright.
Hold on to the empty cell for me. And when you feel ready, retrieve another super chip to see if we can piece this puzzle together.
Alright. Bye, Burgle.
Please refrain from being eaten by spiders, Peter Boggs.
Okay. Well, we got 400 raw science out of that. Or 200. 2,000, excuse me. What do we got? Ooh, curved bases, buoyant foundation. Buoyant foundation. A floating surface perfect for supporting structures built over water.
Have to keep things clean. There's experimentation to be done.
That absolutely sounds like a good idea. Curved bases is also interesting. I'm interested to see what that's curved wall, windowed curved wall, grass curved wall, stem curved wall, palisade curved wall, sprig curved wall. Alright. So let's see, grass door. I can do curved doors. That's cool. Half wall curved. Outer floor. Designed to fit around the outside of curved wall. Huh. Okay. Definitely gonna go for buoyant first. We need a lot of berry leather, looks like. Which is fine. Alright. So we've got quite a bit of battle buddies, huh? What's that? Less deal and take less friendly fire from your fellow teams. Well, that's irrelevant. I play alone. Well, all freaking righty. I guess let's run back to the base, sleep through the night, and then we'll look into... I really don't know if I want to try to sneak through here. These guys should be awake at any time. And that's kind of an issue. Yeah, we're not going to risk it. We're just going to go around. Not risking that. That's a good way to get murdered. And I'm not really up for that. Okay.
Aphids, nature's lollipops.
Yeah, nature be like that. Boing. Good news is I can mostly take twigs and such back to the base. Mostly. Not completely, though. Interesting that wearing the flip-flops or the fin flops does not slow me down at all. I really would think it would. Blondie, you okay there? What's the matter, Boo? What? Hmm? Why are you breathing so heavy? Hmm? What you got going, Boo? Sorry, guys, I gotta take a second to make sure my puppy's okay. Okay, don't burp in my face. Come on. Oh, God. Your breath is atrocious. Mm-hmm. Okay, you just did a one. Okay. That's fair. You're a warm pupper. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Dang it. Alright. What is it? It's only 10, dude. Alright, whatever. Sleep 8 hours, why not? Need to reset my spawn point, too. Ooh, we got another dream. What's this? Where am I?
To go for molecular reduction. Things are fine. Also did with the outfits and backpacks they were snatched in.
Okay, I'm still
Body
strapped
mass
to the
readout
table.
is an acceptable range. The skin fold degradation is minimal.
Specimen vitals are stable and holding. Looks like we've done it.
Great job, everyone. Let's set up 3 more trials for replication.
Sorry to crash your party. The Defense Department has arrived early to discuss Project Orc. The director needs you to be present in the meeting.
Not sure what's worse, our director or a 3-hour meeting with the military.
Yeah, that would be worse.
More nightmare visions.
Not really nightmares,
I was
though.
the subject of a nefarious science experiment, but to what end? Orcs are minions of Lurk and Shriek. The quest becomes even more mysterious.
Indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and cook up what we have. Run down, do some analyzing, and we need to go and scout out our base location. I think we already effectively did, but
Nice and clean.
I'm thinking right over here. We were near here to get down to the pond anyway. So if we... Yeah, there should be all 3 of those done cooking. We'll swap those out. What else? Yeah, I'm thinking we put our water base right over here. That gives us easy access to lily pad wax, the pond lab. If we build it up tall enough, we could even get on top of here and maybe make a path that leads right over to the whatever that is, right over there. That looks pretty similar to what we saw in that picture. I don't know if we want to go over there yet, because I'm sure that's pretty advanced as far as enemies and such, but with the level of equipment I have, I'm not going to do a lot of damage at this stage. Are there anything, or is there anything rather, that I don't have at this base that I really should? I've got my drying racks. I guess I could do my, what do those curved walls look like? No, I don't have the, I haven't bought the curved walls yet. That's right. Okay. Clay ramp. There's my buoyant ramps. I need silk rope for these. Eelgrass and silk rope, both of those are easy to come by. Berry leather, same thing. Okay. Yeah, I think it'd be worth it. Okay. What's this? Headlet path. Okay. Do we have any other new inventions? Water container, don't need that. Target. Standing target and actual target. And a basketball goal. That's pointless. Buoyant marker. Dang, I'm still catching on stuff. I'm about to rip my nail off again. Ow. I just trimmed you, you stupid. Whatever. Slime mold stock. I have everything I need to build that. Might be good to do that. Zipline anchor. Training or target dummy and our thing there. What else do we have? What's this? Fireplace chimney, chimney clover roof, crow roof, pinecone roof. Oh yeah, that's right, I am off the pinecone roof. I forgot I'd done that. Koi scale. What else did we get? Pinecone shelf. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I guess. Burr partition. That's interesting. Gum partition. Ugh. Just start that off with that. Just, ugh. Hot tub. Interesting idea. Give us our second sculpture thing here. Actually, why don't we put, this is like our aphid one, so we'll put our koi one at the pond. I think that'd be pretty neat. We have a picture frame. What else do we have? We've got our enemies, mounts. We finally have the water flea unlocked. We need to go, before I get too wrapped up in what I'm doing, we need to go and analyze some stuff.
Keep that aphid as a pet.
Indubitably. Analyze. Get that analyzed. It doesn't give me anything major. We'll be doing some more analyzing because I still got to go over by the other thing, and there's uses there, or stuff to analyze. Fluid flippers gives me the boatman mount and the stuffed water boatman. Cool. And that is now out of commission for the foreseeable future. That's fine. Okay. So the two big problems that I can foresee going for a overwater base. Sorry, buddy. I got a mission to craft aphid slippers. I'm pretty sure I need aphid for that. Says it, you know, right in the name. What do I need for aphid slippers? Bubble helmet. Can I build the bubble helmet? I don't have enough sunken bone. That's fine. How about the firefly headlamp? That'd be very helpful. Well-crafted helmet that grants light while leaving both hands free. Cool. I don't have any stuff from fireflies, so I don't have that. But I have a base that only spawns right in the middle of a bunch of fireflies, so that worked out fine. What else do we got? Fin flops, I got all that. Aphid slippers, I need one more aphid. Okay. Sap, don't even have the concern anymore because, yeah, I've got 50 sap every few days, every couple in-game days, so I think I can find enough. Did I get this one under here? Milk molar, that is? Yes, I did. Okay. Shut up over there. Okay. Well, as far as getting weed stems out here to harvest. I ate it. Sorry, need your giblets. Shouldn't be too hard, honestly. I'm right in the middle. A bunch of lily pads and such, so there's lily wax. Yeah, let's get official and let's do some planning, shall we? The source for just about everything I need on as far as the pond goes, right here. Heck, there's eelgrass right here. And there's raw science right there. Easy food with the minnows, or not minnows, the tadpoles rather. That many tadpoles actually makes me wonder if we have a frog somewhere around. I mean, I should be finding frog eggs. If I'm finding tadpoles, I dang well ought to be finding frog eggs. But, we'll see. Anyway, thank you. Let's go get that little piece of science over here. And we need to analyze anyway, so don't hurt us none to come up here. How do I get over here? Okay. Let's see.
Holding raw science in my hands. What does it even mean?
1988 quarter. Cool. Alright, get our analyzer and do the last bit of analysis we have. Nothing from the bone, but we did get up our brain power level, which gives us a bunch of stuff we already had. That's fine. Rare. Koi, scale, chest plate, helmets, and greaves, and the chair. Koi chair. Cool. Well, I've got food for days. Let's see, as far as the base goes and accessibility goes, I'm kind of thinking we want to put it maybe like right here, and then we can have a platform that extends out and brings us over here, so we can literally just walk over here and get into the thing, the science station, and research, which actually has less danger involved. We're right here next to the flower bed. We got access to flowers. There's sturdy stems. We got quite a bit of access just from here. What are those?
I spy.
We got skeeters right by that castle thing. That almost looks like a camera right there. It's a street light, I know, but it looks like a camera. 80s, Derek. It's the 80s. Alright. And of course we'll have a platform that also will end up coming out and going up there, I think. So, let's get our initial... Whoa, a little further down than I wanted to go. Where's our koi? Koi? Oh yeah, we have a nice source of algae down here too. Alright, let's get all the way back over here. We need foundation pieces because we need foundations. Foundation. There it is. Need to start with a ramp, I guess. Right there. Got that around here. Come back a ways. Show zoom. And I guess we'll build off of there. A couple of different ramps, not just the one. And bam, bam. I like things in threes. Who's that? Cool. The big one, we want to have our main room fully supported. Now, can I build? Am I limited to the foundation, or can I put other parts up here? I would think other parts, but you never know. Hard to tell where I'm placing things. I need to go pick up some berry leather, so that way I can start putting some stuff in. I need to get some silk rope going. I'm kind of thinking we have our ramp coming up, 2 spaces, and then a 3x3 platform to start on. Kind of like our home base. Very similar, in fact. Oops. No. See, it just looks weird, like it's not connecting right. That's right. 2, 1. 2, 3. 3. Add in this side. Now I got 1, 2, 3. Actually, we'll extend it all the way across, I think. So we need 2 more. I don't know what that was supposed to mean by unsupported, because it's supposedly fully supported. Let's just get some berry leather in the base and make our way back. We may have to go zipping on over to the hedge base and fill up on berries for that matter. And we do have drying stations, so we can make berry leather pretty easily, but it might be worth having our, I mean, it is quite a ways to come, to be honest, but might be worth setting up a bridge going to here, because otherwise it's going to be an absolute pain in the behind to get supplies here. Although I guess I can always do the, if I don't know if I can swim with my pallets, that's the other bit of it. And even if I can, I'm limited to strictly what the pallets can hold. So Food for thought. Food for thought. In the meantime, let's go get some berry leather, and then we will berry leather, what silk's rope I have, and got an abundance of web fiber. And of course, being in the pond like I am, I also have access to web fiber from all those diving bell spiders. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to shift into super fast build mode, and we're going to start building out or planning out and then building out our pond base, our pond outpost. We have our hedge outpost, and our chopping list is mostly down to things we can't easily get. This base is almost fully constructed and upgraded to the stem, although I'm sure we're going to end up upgrading it again because we, of course, just saw that we have round wall sections coming in with one of our next purchases, in fact. I need to grab here, start making silk rope. And we'll also make sure we grab what eelgrass we just put away, because we're going to need it. And silk rope as well. That we can put away. 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 That needs to be put away. Put it in the next one. Okay. Put that away. Definitely put these two away. Web fiber can go away. Boatman fins, algae, granola bars. All that can be put away. Yeah. So, berry leather. Where did I have my berry leather? Of curiosity. Ah, there it is. Not that I have a whole lot, but I've got more than I could. So, oops, there was a string in here. Okay, we're going to be needing quite a bit of that. Ooh. Picked the wrong time to doze right then, I tell you what. It's been a long day, preceded by a long week, guys. Don't ever let people tell you that just doing basic stuff is not exhausting when you're injured. This past Thursday, the supervisor didn't have me doing too much, but it didn't have to drain me. But I mean, just get a nice reminder that there are some guys who just do not get the concept. Don't even really understand the idea of boundaries, stuff like that. And honestly, it really makes me angry. I'm a guy, have been my whole life. But guys, man, really piss me off. Alright. Sweet. Oh, that's why everything seems off, it's because it is. That's all off by a half a case. Cool. Okay, so we've got our ramp. This thing. That makes 2. There's 3. We'll just do a cross pattern, I think. I didn't think to do it this way. Sheesh. Well, it makes sense to do it this way. do is, like I just said, we'll do a little cross hatch, literally. And, that will fully support. Really? Come at me. That's what I thought. Where was it? Yeah, so actually we want boom, boom, boom. Which means we need doom, and doom. Okay, there's 3 by 3. I just need one more row here, and this foundation blueprint is completed. So that gives us a fairly firm foundation. I think what we'll end up doing, we'll have our central room like normal. Can I build off of this as far as floors and such? Yes, I can. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, so what I think we're going to wind up doing... Got those 3. Connected via that. It's all sideways. Do it that way. Boom. Boom. And boom. Okay, so that'll start us off here. And what I think we're going to wind up doing... I want land access. So... I think maybe setting... a bridge... What if I set a set of stairs right here? And then that would lead straight over there. I've got my 3 wide segment there. That leads up by 1. I can then grab the blueprint. Get rid of that blueprint for a actual bridge. And that'll be a 3 wide bridge that goes all the way to land, and I can straight up just run all the way there with a full complement of gear or stems and such. So, what all do we actually need? Oops, wrong button. Okay, so we need to get our blueprints fully set up. Mostly that means I need a lot of eelgrass, quite a bit of berry leather, which if I'm going to keep doing that, I probably need to set this up on a 1-to-1 basis. Which I do have the drying racks. That lets me get 1 for 1, I believe. So I'm going to need to make a run to the hedge base and hedge outpost and gather as many berries as I can. Tadpole. And then following that, I will need to come back and probably finish constructing the foundation, along with our bridge. That way we can get back and forth with materials. I don't want the bridge to touch the land because then we're subject to attacks. So it just needs to be close enough for me to jump to and from with a load. The big holdup is obviously going to be materials. Mainly berry leather and eel grass, which I'm going to have to get quite a bit of. From the looks of it. The other side project I think we're going to do in today's episode, or today's time lapse, is I think we're going to actually seal these wolf spiders under the dirt or under the oak tree, so that way they can't actually come out. And that would actually, if I'm not much mistaken, that would actually convert the wolf spider den. It would actually convert the wolf spider den that's under there into a wolf spider farm, and then I can start harvesting them for spider fangs and such, which I'm pretty sure that's where you get those. But with that being said, it is morning and I've got food.
Just pretend it's beef jerky.
Yep, there's that, and there's that. So, let's actually craft our slippers. Oh, there's the rest of my meat. Slippers, slippers, slippers. Okay. Craft and equip this.
A little safer now.
Ooh, that does speed me up by quite a bit. Alright, we'll move. I don't want to lose our slippers just yet, or have our slippers on just yet. So, we'll go ahead and equip these, because we still need to be able to run or swim faster. But we're going to jump into... How many inventory spaces do I have available? Enough. I believe that's enough. So, let's get our bow out. We're going to zip on over to the hedge base, gather up all the berries we can. Can I finish that out of curiosity? No. I still need another bone. Shame. Ah, I can also go ahead and get my silver. Make some more. Okay. Let's zip on over. A lot of pretty fuzz for you. Zip over and
This is moderately terrifying!
what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna go ahead and jump into super fast build mode and slash grind mode. We're gonna get the pond outpost built, equipped, or at the very least get the outlines of it built and move on from there. But we're gonna make a start wherever we can. I forgot about the mosquitoes that spawn near this house. Where are you at? Gnats. So let's hit super fast grind build mode and get to work on our pond base, starting by gathering up as many berries as we can. So let's get on and hit it. Alright guys, we're finally back. That both went as good and as bad as I kind of hoped it would. I suffered quite a few deaths, as you guys probably noticed. Our chopping list is grown and grown and grown because we are once again adding to it. Obviously, that's how that works. But with that being said, I think that we are making pretty decent progress as far as that goes. Hi, Luna. I don't have any more crude rope, so cancel that. Or plant fiber, rather. So I'll just keep making silk rope while I'm making Oh, I need to take it. I need to take it. Let me take it. Why aren't you letting me take it? Like, for real. Because there's nothing there. I'm looking at the queue. No. Okay. Gotta be smarter than the thing. Okay. Go back to first person. Go back to first person. Alright. But yeah, so that went both as well and as poorly as I'd hoped. We did get a lot accomplished, though, with that being said. So, we now have our wolf spider farm more or less set up. All the entrances underneath the oak tree here have actually been sealed off. So, just actually yesterday, almost died doing it, but I did kill the 2 wolf spiders that spawn under here, and they can't leave. So, there may be another one. I think I've seen another one have been killed by it that roams around outside the oak tree. I'm not sure where that is. But the 2 that are the main threat to me are the 2 that are right by the base, of course. We did also find another milk molar, and we've raised the maximum number of mutations, which, you know, now that I think about it, I've never activated. That's stupid of me. What's this? Increase that. That's pretty cool. Okay. Rascal Rogue. No, I don't need that. Hauling Hero. Parry Master. Meat Shield. Oh, I've already got the cardio fan. That's what the issue is there. Okay. Well, let's do it this way. No, not that one. Yeah, that one. Put that on all 3 of those, and then we'll set up a different one here for swim off, shall we say. We'll just set these 3 right here, because I don't really have anything that I really need for the thing for going into the pond. But as you guys saw during that time lapse, we have made a lot of progress. Although we did not get as much done as I would have hoped, it kind of got complicated by the fact that I had to start all the way out here and then make our way back with the weed stems and all that. But we have most of our platform built. I forgot to get the berry leather off the dryers, but that's okay. Yeah, we got most of the platform built. Of course, this is only part 1 because we'll also have a platform that extends all the way over to there and lets us get up onto the pagoda. And that way we have access, easy access I should say, hi Luna. We have easy access to the science station up there. So as we find new stuff, we can do that. And of course, we also do have access to the lab. Where's the... Okay, Koi's not up yet. I don't think. I believe there is an entrance to the lab down here, and of course there's something down here that we've never found yet. But we do still have a few sections left on the platform here to build. And of course I'm also starting to experiment with the curved walls and such, which honestly kind of look good. This is going to end up being, instead of more hexagonal, this is going to end up kind of like a longhouse. But we'll have that. Our zipline, of course, is set up right here with easy access from the home base. And that gives us access to the bridge. Of course, we can come down here. We get access to the water via this area. And of course, over this way, we'll get access to the pagoda. And this is actually going to be our side door. So that's set up intentionally like that, so that way I can just literally come in. We have our home away from home, not all that far away from home, but home away from home nonetheless. And of course a section that comes up here that will give us access to our bestiary, for lack of a better word, a term. That will give us access to the animals from the lake itself. Diving bell spiders, tadpoles, such and such. We also did experiment, I did a little brief experiment with those items. Specifically, I activated both the mount and the stuffed aphid the taxidermy to both of that creature, the aphid, and for each aphid that I killed, I got 4 or 5 raw aphid meat. So to say that that is ridiculously overpowered would probably be the understatement of the year. Before I went and killed those wolf spiders, if I had had the stuffed wolf spider atop the home base, if I'd had it completed, I would have been a dang fool not to activate it, because oh holy crap. But with that being said, until the platform over here is of course done, I won't be able to add in our home features. This base, other than attacking by flying insects, should be completely invulnerable to any form of spider or other attack. There's the koi right there. I don't know if the koi will ever attack the base. I don't know why it would, as the koi cannot come up above the water and certainly cannot be harmed. Cannot be harmed. Sorry guys, it's very late at night. And as soon as I'm done recording this, I will be going to bed, as I do have work in the morning. Well, in the afternoon, but I take my meeting. With that being said, I'm very pleased with our progress there. And we'll, of course, be adding to the chopping list, because we'll have to flesh out all of this. As it stands, we still have several things from our last outpost that need to be completed. But there's some things on here that I need specific items for. So I'm looking to, when I start going down into the lake more, I want to upgrade my armor. For that, I'm going to need koi fish, and I think sunken bone as well. I'm pretty sure the best source for that would actually be down where the pond lab is. That's the only thing that really makes sense as far as those locations go. We've been all over the bottom of the pond and didn't see any koi scale or bones. So those have got to be hidden resources down where the pond lab is. We have easy access to the pond lab now, of course. So that's absolutely not a big deal. We can always go back down. But the other part of that is I have, before we go back down there and really start exploring, looking for those resources, which I'm sure are limited and how many we can harvest on any given day, I want to make sure of a couple things. I want to get our Spider Fang dagger, first of all, because this is a dagger, first of all. Second of all, it has poison. This is absolutely a win as far as the underwater use goes. I cannot think of a reason why I would not want to use this. And when I look at these stats for this dagger, which specifically I do 1 full thing of damage, barely stuns, and all but the second part of the second to last speed, it adds poison. If I come all the way down to here, to the bone dagger, it basically does the same thing, only it stuns slightly more, and it doesn't add poison. Can't think of why I wouldn't want to use this. The bone trident could be useful, but mostly I think the better option would be, rather than making a special tool, I would actually be better advised to go ahead and just use the tools I do have. Decoy bait, huh? A bundle of bait made from tadpole meat used as a distraction for larger predators. So that would actually distract nicely. That would distract the koi. Say it was nearby and I wanted to get down off my base. That would distract it rather nicely. So that's good to know. But yes, we have no further things we can really gain. What is this? Red ant egg? I've not found any red ant eggs. I haven't found their main anthill either, for that matter. Probably, more than likely, the only place I'd ever actually find eggs would be their home anthill. I don't know why they'd have any eggs at the old anthill next to the home base. And I haven't seen a queen there either, for that matter. I do still need to make the insect bow. I actually do have enough spider fangs now to build that, and I know I have a spider truck, it's just not here. But the big thing that I need to get done, I need to get the addition for the home base up here. I need to get it completed. That way we can set up the zipline anchor on this end. And of course we need to do zipline anchor on the other end. That way I don't have to run all the way down here. Pardon me. And that way I don't have to run all the way down here just to go to the base. I can literally just jump on the zipline. Same thing as going to the hedge base, only much shorter journey to the pond base versus the hedge base. As far as our next episode goes, I think we're gonna, oh, you know what, I'm here, might as well do this. We got, by the way, an absolute crap load of berry, almost 100 or over 100 berry from that one trip. So to say that that's worth it would be an understatement of the year. That said, our next objective, of course, we unlocked a bunch of stuff, but we do have a few objectives we need to work on. I need 5 hits on enemies' weak points. The only weak points that we really have discovered are the Bombardier's rump, Bombardier Beetle's rump, and the ants have their weak point set as their eyes. Piercing damage can only be done, of course, by a arrow, so that means I need to shoot an arrow into an ant's eye 5 times. Wrapped sickles. Which, let me see really quick before we end today's episode. Let me see if I can even pull that one off. I can block with this, so that works out fine. Hey, buddy. You want to look at me? Buddy, buddy. Buddy, 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 buddy. Hey, buddy. That worked out fine. Okay. So, did that count? Next question. Land 5 hits on an enemy's weak point. I did shoot it in the eye. So it really should have counted.
Don't even need to boil it.
Unless it just doesn't update and it's 5 the whole time anyway.
One long schnoz
Entirely
filled for
possible.
sniffing.
Entirely possible. Oh yeah, I do still also need to set up the blueprint for the buoyant marker as well. That way we can see the location of our secondary, or tertiary rather, pond base from a distance. I will take that. I do. Can't point at an aphid and say, like, this is its weak point, because aphid is just generally a walking weak point. But it is what it is. It is what it is, and once you've mastered that, folks...
Worse than my mom's Brussels sprouts.
Hey, turn around and look at me. Turn around. Turn around. Hello. Hi. Nope. Right in the eye. There's 2. Unless the arrow just did that much damage. I don't think it did, though. Man, you can find ants.
Crossing!
Hi there, buddy. Turn around and look at me. What's up? What's up, buddy? Nope. Oh, that was a nice thought. Get some ant parts out of it, I guess. They're already a little peeved with me, so it doesn't make any difference if I hack them off more. It would be nice to have the headlamp, because then I could literally just go down the old anthill and find a few that are sleeping, no less, and then shoot them in the eye. But, you know, life's got to be difficult, because otherwise it wouldn't be my life. But I'm not finding any ants. Enough, they're constantly around annoying the crap out of me. Of course, when I actually go looking for them, I can never find them. Which is just the nature of the beast. But yeah, so I'm actually very pleased with how much progress we've made in today's episode. Hopefully you guys are as well. We did finish the pond lab, and of course, we have a whole bunch of new... What's the spider up here? We have a bunch of new blueprints to work towards, as well as working on our objectives to continue fleshing out what we have available to build, thanks to our blueprints that we're getting from Burgle. But are you coming out? I hear you. Hear an ant. I don't know where I'm hearing it, but I am hearing it. Pardon me. I hear it. There you are. Hey. Hey, get mad at me. Get mad at me. Come here. Die. Wow, really? You didn't even care. Well, I don't want you as a family member, because you don't give a dang if somebody shoots me in the eye. And... okay, well that works. Splendid. Alright, that covers that one. I already did the second edition of the... do that. Stick in the mud. Raise the banner of Burgle at Western Wooden Post. I guess we'll run and do that one last time, or one last thing before we end it for today. I'd like to start off the next episode with a full complement of... don't mind me, it's just a spitter. It's just a spitter spider. Thankfully not that literally, but could you possibly just piss off? Like, get a freaking life? No. Yep, no. Down, boy. Die. You're annoying. Not a threat, just annoying. I think I'm wearing my aphid. I'm not wearing my aphid slippers. How fast would I be if I wore my aphid slippers? Now that I've got all this stuff equipped.
I'm a little safer now.
Ooh, I'm a speedy Gonzalez. Alright. Of course I am sprinting, but... there's the banner of Burgle right there. So... how, pray tell, do I get to that point? Preferably without alerting our 8-legged friends. There's no ant, as if I needed one right now. And maybe jump up on the thistle and find my way up from here. I heard that behind me, by the way. Got something creeping up there. Creeping up on my grundle. Boing. Alright. So, if and I come up her, and her, and her, can I maybe get up on her? Apparently I'm an idiot. Not apparently, I already knew I was an idiot, but that's beside the point. Could you possibly get away from me? Look, I get it. My giblets are delicious to you, and I understand that, but I really don't need it like that. We don't like each other in that way, so just keep your teethers to yourself, and never push you. You little bastard. No. Die. If you would kindly just don't do that. I told you, okay? I'm not friendly like that, so keep your teeth to yourself, because that's just freaking rude. Okay? Just wanted to clear that up a little bit there. Oh, well, I feel stupid. Okie dokie. So, my next question. Can I, mayhaps, just... No, I cannot. Okay. What if an I? Oh, that's stupid. I know, one is floating down today. Come at me, bro. Nope. I said no. Nope. And nope. You did get through it, so I'll give you that. Come on. Ow. Yeah, I know, your cousin here wants some giblets too, but the giblets are just in demand. Oh. No, no, and no. I was trying not to hurt you, but here you are saying, food! Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. And nope. No, no, and nope. Yeah, freaking right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Oh, hi there. Thank you for diverting the web. I appreciate that. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured would happen. Can't jump up there. There's no way I can just launch, because as soon as I launch, I just lose all my momentum. Oh, that was stupid. So close. Doing. I think I have the right idea, though. Let my stamina recharge a scotch. No. No. Too early. Hop too early. On the right track. I think I'm on the right track. I could, you know, there's so many weeds and dandelions around, I could literally just build a bridge and be done with it, but I'm just so lazy. Okay, you piss off. Thank you. And fwing. Fwong, I'm an idiot. Can I make it here? No. Set up. What the deuce? Is that what I thought it was? I could have sworn that was a wolf spider somewhere. No, that was a stink bug though. Okay, so that's a thing. I wonder if I can maybe jump up here and parkour my way up. That would give me enough oomph, at least to get over there. Maybe. Oh! No. Dang it. Close. Close. Okay. Well, that worked out okay as far as the parkour bit goes, so let's try that again. Ding dong. Ding dong. Ring wrong. Wing long. And swing. I think I saw a nail that would let me get up there, and I did, but it's on the wrong area. What this? Can I jump up on here? Can I get up here? Maybe. Maybe if I'm more stubborn than it. I doubt it. That's a no. Okay. What from here? And I ran right over it. Alright. Man. Why do I gotta be lazy? I've now put in so much more effort than I actually needed to get up to this freaking thing. Oh, I know, I'm sorry for throwing you. I know. Daddy's an idiot. You'll realize this the longer you're around me. Okay, so... Oh, that might be an idea. I just need to catch my momentum just a little bit. Yeah, my stamina's down to half. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Gah! I know, it hurts my butt. And again, everything does when you come down to it. Oh my goodness, I'm so... Are you serious? Where the heck did you come from? That was stupid. Is that done? Consideration, but kindly piss off. You're getting more old than I am.
Hey, Mr. Ant.
What do? Okay, let that recharge. Oh my gosh, I am so close. Like I am there. But just not freaking quite. Ah! No! You are freaking kidding me! I got it! I made it! That was stupid. Nope, recharge. Fine. Just do it the easy way, I guess. Do I have any things on me? I do. Alright. Not that. Those. Give me a springboard, I guess. Thank you. It's gonna be such a waste of slowly stem. I only need 2 pieces. Thanks, you overarching butthole. Thank you. Wow.
A scientific breakthrough.
I made it. Wow. I'm raising the banner of the Burgle. Yeah. Oh, shut up down there. Boing. Yep, jumped right over it again. Alright. Let's head back. Let's get a full complement of quests from Burgle. From the Lurgle of the Burgle. Burgle of the Lurgle or the Urgle? Urgle? Anyway. Get our missions refilled by Burgle, and then I guess we're good for today. Actually, we're way past time for today. But, you know, I gotta embarrass myself by failing 1,000 times to do the same frickin' thing. Refill. Tame a pet, plant slurry, infected larva. I mean, I guess that's a little convenient because I do need to start exploring over by the,
Hey, Fid.
thing. I'm not sure what I'd want as a pet, though. I guess I could tame those aphids. There's 1,000,001 aphids, that's a fact. It's a thought, but that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. So, thank you, everybody, for joining me for today's episode of Grounded. if you like the video, be sure to hit that like button. And of course, if you want to see more like this, if you like the video and you want to see more like it, be sure to hit that subscribe button and also that bell notification button so you can be notified when I post a new episode. I do try to upload on Fridays and Mondays and Fridays, rather, when my health provides the opportunity for me to do so. It has been interfering more and more with that, and of course, real life gets in the way to a fairly well, but I do the best I can. So, let's go ahead and eat that.
A little chewy, but not bad.
Get some Wawa from down below. But with that being said, although life does get in the way, I do the best I can to upload. Of course, if we have a bonus episode, like or a bonus series rather, like we currently do with Thief, those uploads typically go up on Mondays. But setting all that aside, that is going to be it for today's episode. If you have any feedback, of course, also be sure to leave it down in the comment section below. I do actually try to respond to comments whenever I get the chance. And of course, when we finish a series, I'll set up the next ones that kind of caught my eye as a poll. And this game is a result of one of those polls. And of course, so is Hellblade. Once we're done with Hellblade, I won't be doing another poll because the next one that we'll immediately be jumping into is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which, if you've never seen the movies, don't feel bad because I haven't either. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be it for today's episode of Grounded. So, thank you everybody so very, very much for joining me for today's episode, and I will see you guys in the next video. See ya!